to the third. Boys, take us away.
It's been an interesting one so far. MIBR managing to bring it back on Anubis, and it's the first time Monte's lost Anubis here at Pro League, which is interesting. I thought they had that in the bag every day of the week, but Mirage could be a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, you can see 1xBet's not sure which way to slice it. Even odds into our third. As the strat is clear, you've got the smoke on SDY, the flash as well. An immediate headshot out of Waro. Perfect placement of his crosshair. But
Old school position here.
It's going to be overlooked. Cleared eventually. Still takes one down with him. But the bomb site's lost, and the round soon to follow.
Looking to deal with these rotations. Insani, head down, ass up. That's the way he likes to survive. SDY going to be dropping straight back down. And looking to go late towards apartments. But how's the timing? How's the spacing? MIBR not able to trade that one. And kRaSnaL too strong, straight up in their face. Waro the one to be dishing out the damage. And Exit just decides to save that armor into the next because that's a best case scenario.
Well, nothing too flashy, nothing too technical, not much of an execution, but plenty of headshots from Monte there. It was Waro with the P250 leading the charge, managing to crack things open. They check their close-range proximity positions and manage to presumably find Exit as well. They are surrounding him. He's doing a good job, but a player towards spawn should be able to close him down, as it will be the clean sweep there for Monte. And for now, it's a decision where they get the force by now. God Beast, their tendencies are they like to take a force by, the force on the third and take a full eco here in the second. Now, we've seen that a lot today, but I can confirm already, Breno with the Desert Eagle and Kevlar combo suggests they will be buying into this, and a double Scout combo machine. You love a Scout, don't you?
Yeah, well, we've seen this. It's actually becoming a bit of a Brazilian trend. Second round force, double Scout. We saw Furia, Group A, successfully defending the B site with a double Scout force.
Tag and bag strat.
Furia with the double orb set up on nuke as well,
yeah, they
down
love
lower.
It.
They send two orbs down the lower bomb site, and it always seems to work out for them.
Let's see if MIBR, maybe this is a product of the drop and safe boys, importing strats, and you don't break the vent. You see what that means is that you've got a little bit of a sound cue if you need to worry about your backside.
Slower approach as well. Monte not going to be tested at mid. But Insani with that Deagle and Con setting up some relative crossfire with Breno. Over towards short there, and progressive util going to be used just to keep that con control for the moment for MIBR.
So Hank, looking at this setup, is it Insani's responsibility to worry about the potential window boost as well?
He is overworked in this position, that's for sure. You've got to take some calculated risks. You have to be aware of those possibilities. But yes, essentially, but you're just kind of hoping that show enough presence elsewhere, and you're going to have to accept that there will be vulnerabilities in this sort of round. That the scout shop doesn't quite connect at this stage. It's Insani now focusing his attention, and you can see the window is going to be a bit of an issue. But if you pull back a couple of frags here, Monte will hold on to the advantage, but we'll see if they can maintain it here. Plenty of twists and turns available. Breno coming in with the AK-47, and that should be job done. The force buy, although uncomfortable, doesn't work out for MIBR.
Also, I just need to apologise to everyone at home. Look, I'll try to live up to Gob's depth of knowledge as well as Crimbo's sharp appearances and sharp in-game gameplay.
Gob was amazing. I really enjoyed his contributions.
Amazing, but he gives off like teacher energy. He kept asking me questions, and I was like, I really
he was doing it to Crimbo as well. Like, Crimbo, you better get the right answer, guys. Now, if you were the coach, Crimbo, what would you do in this? What exactly would you do in this situation?
Is this a good situation or a bad situation?
That's teaching theory, right?
Is it a good one or a bad situation? It's a good question.
And you're on the end of it. That's the best way to teach is just ask the question, hang the bait in front of them, and let them learn themselves.
I see. I think Gob is most definitely, like, it's clearly like a natural inclination for him.
Well, maybe on that coach chart we were doing, he should be closer to Mr. Education than where he is.
True.
Well, he asked you a lot of questions as well, Alex. He really was focusing on you.
It's because he saw me doing my lineups yesterday, and he kind of came over and was like,
Have you seen the film Whiplash before?
Yeah.
And he's going, were you dragging or were you rushing? Like, that's what I wanted to do to you, throw a chair at your head.
For real.
That would have been so good.
My hands are bleeding. I'm like, Gob, I'm just trying to smoke CT, man.
Rushing. No, I'm rushing A. I'm rushing A.
Oh, beautiful.
Love that film. It's so good.
You are his new Padawan.
Oh, dude, I'd take that any day of the week. Gob score. Insani's hit a nice deeg, but this one's done. So the 3-0's locked in. And I can't help but feel, and admittedly this is purely just my opinion, but looking at Monte, the players, their style of play, the fact that, you know, I feel like these boys were born and raised on the streets of Mirage. Like, they probably, in terms of the way they're going to communicate, like, it's probably like very almost a lot of it non-verbal. They all know what the game plan is. They've all played Mirage, you know, in their dreams at this point. So I expect to see quite a potent Mirage out of the boys. Right now, Warro's doing a lot of the heavy lifting, and the usual candidates, at least for the series, Demka and Bro, yet to frag. Keep our eyes on them as we get into the first gun round. So strap in, safe on the AWP, overwatching mid.
Needs to be said as well, we mentioned on the couches earlier that Bro, of course, hasn't had the best showing so far at Pro League, but has turned up when it's mattered to try and stay in this mid bracket. And as you mentioned, yet to get on the board, but hasn't had to do much. Everyone else doing the lifting. The first 3 rounds here in the fourth, though, kRaSnaL ready for this aggression from mid. Insani giving away an upgrade as well as a whole bunch of information.
Yeah, that's not nice, is it? Not going to feel good from Insani, especially considering the absence of the helmet. You're just running knife out against a Mac 10. I think he thought he had a good understanding of where this was going to finish, but right now it's nice. Default spread. 3 leaning A, bomb not committed.
Not committed yet. As we'll see them get another frag here. Monte are looking sharper on Mirage, aren't they? A missed shot comes through. saffee will have to retreat. I think they're giving up the round, but Warrior's got other ideas. Leaps in to the Lion's Den. The round is over, but he'll sacrifice himself for the cause. 4 on 3. I would assume they don't hunt any further. I think that's enough to suggest it's a B stack. They've got the crossfires enabled here. We'll just be throwing guns away and offering up AK-47s. Time will tell, as they just confirmed the round is theirs.
A crazy round as well. And that economy is going to be going through the roof. 4-0. 4 on the T side, straight out of the gates. MIBR, if they do not find the pace shortly, then that second half could be a short one. Although it is early days, we have seen some crazy streaks of rounds going back and forth all through this current meta of CS. It is just about managing those expectations, managing that economy, and knowing when you're out of the round. So MIBR playing the long game gives them a very good shot in the next.
It's funny, man. Just hearing someone say managing the economy sincerely, it just it's been a long time. It's just OJ Borg has ruined it for me because we love him. We love OJ Borg, but whenever we're having Counter-Strike conversations, he just comes into the room and goes, "Yes," and they were the managing of their economy. Managing of their the management of their economy.
If anything, it was a wake-up call thinking, we probably do say that too much.
Yeah,
at that point,
true.
everyone started transitioning to different turns of phrase.
Yeah,
but,
he brought it out.
We are going to be managing the economy here with the maximum loss bonus from MIBR in round number 5. They've done a great job to actually bring out a single AWP. They've got that AK-47, so not all is lost, not an ideal start by any stretch, but still very early days here on Mirage, the third and final map here in Group B. As we see Breno open things up. saffee will join him. Finally got the man advantage here, but Warro is still alive, and he has looked sharp on Mirage so far. Molotoved off, and wow, great positioning from Demka. That might be his commitment there and then, but he holds his ground for now. Bomb recovered by Bro. And they've got plenty of time here. Back to a 3-on-3, and Drop, he's desperate for information, pushing in towards the B apartments, hoping that he can lock them in towards A and get the backstab going.
Oh,
That line. It's just such a nasty one to try and get past for Warro, but Demka able to still to keep on fighting, finds that wallbang, and is very aware he doesn't want to overcook the situation. Save, stops the cross, and that's going to be bomb on the ground, but Demka managing to find a timing, find a moment.
Yo, he could actually make a lot out of this if he goes wrap all the way around. Well, Drop's going to call it quiet. Smoke's still up, so uncertainty grows. Demka.
Safe's on it.
He gave that flash. It kind of tells saffee to worry about CT. Ooh, 1 HP. Demka's hunting. Can't brave the flames. He's low. And you can see he's not happy with that. Felt like he'd had isolated the duel. He could be running off to B if he found the frag.
They're still uncomfortable here, the CT. saffee, 1 point of health. Luckily, he's got the AWP. 15 seconds. Commitment to the plan will come through. Is it going to be the fake plan? It is. Forces drop out. There's second incendiary. He's only got 10 seconds here, so the round looks like it's done. I don't think he even has a chance to plant. It doesn't matter either way. Well handled from MIBR. They post their first round here on the third map. Good job. Thing is, though, so much money available for Monte. They've had so much success and clean rounds. They've got 5 digits on a few players here, so instantly back into the full buy here. The open hands of Warro. So look at the replays for the opening kill. Breno was traded out, but it was safe to find that second frag and then confirm the round as well. Been a lot of misutility today.
Yeah, high stakes. No one wants to be in that last chance bracket.
Yeah.
Just a single spot available in the last chance. Believe it or not, that's why it's called that.
That's crazy, that.
Well, you've got like a lower bracket, and it's just good to be very clear. This is the absolute last chance now. I know lower bracket suggested that was the last chance, but no. There is one more.
Yeah.
But you're dead on. No one wants to be there. Especially these two names, not favored in the group by any stretch of the imagination. Underdogs would be a fair assessment. Monte, though, with an upper hand here, early stages of the third. We are going to have a much slower round. Default mid-control coming through. CT's posting their first, but still running very low on the resources here. A couple of incendiaries, a couple of smokes, as Monte confirmed full connector control for 3 players, so it presumably will be the A split here.
Deep jungle smoke from top mid. Should allow an easy push through here, but the smokes, of course, can be shot through, and it's Insani who can't hear or see a thing with that flash. You got to remember, you don't hear those footsteps anywhere near as well. Safe with PAL control, can posture for the retake, but there's already so much space taken by Monte right now. Still a man over towards that connector area, and if he can live for long enough, that bomb's planted for him as well.
Nice find from Insani. This retake's on from MIBR. Look at Wallroad, though. Well aware of the potential, still occupying, drops position, short clear, 2-on-2. Demka juking it out with Safe. Safe still trapped in that Palace position, catches him on the elevation on Tetris, it puts it all onto Breno. No time for this, they're playing wicked games. A brilliant shot from Breno, but all for naught.
Yeah, beautiful shot, but not necessarily in vain either. He does recover the AWP, keep his life. The problem is with winning the previous round, but only one player surviving, does beg the question now, what you do with this follow-up. I would assume a tactical timeout at least.
Yeah.
Give us a chance to catch our breath.
Yeah, Hank, you're an expert of, you know, LAN Counter-Strike and the differences.
That's one thing I do know a lot about.
You did a lot of LAN Counter-Strike.
Yes.
My question is that cheer, you're hearing your opponent cheering when you're already, like, third map, it's things at intensity. It is a part of the game, right?
Absolutely.
It's a game plan.
The psychological warfare, especially back in our day, like when we had like the LAN centers, you could see each other, just knowing they're having a good time, they're getting under your skin, and you're just trying to kind of fade down that noise.
Right.
Yeah, it's a massive part of it for sure, just to let them know you're enjoying this current moment. And Safe actually is doing a great job to open things up here. Looking for that second round. He's got the opening pick, but he is in a very tricky spot right now, jumping for his life.
He's in a pickle. He is in a pickle, and I'm not talking Charlie. I'm talking he's dead.
Oh, is he? Is he?
Maybe not.
He's
Maybe
got out.
not. Okay, Safe, The Great Escape. We all can reference that movie, so let's do it one by one.
kRaSnaL said dance.
Who's Charlie Pickle? Did I miss that one?
Charlie Pickle?
Yeah.
You don't know who Charlie Pickle is?
Charlie Pickle.
Oh, well, he's from the Rugrats.
Oh.
Oh, Charlie Pickles.
Charlie Pickles. Oh, no, maybe he's not.
I thought he's got Stewie Pickles, right?
Tommy Stewie.
Tommy Pickles.
Oh, so I've missed. Who's Charlie Pickle?
I don't think he's anyone. That's why
I'm looking at that video that popped up when you typed it in.
I'm not talking about Charlie Pickles over here,
it's
obviously.
a song.
Charlie Pickle. Is
this one of your favorite YouTube videos?
I'm not talking about Charlie. Put that one in next season's highlight reel, because every comes back in. So
I'm not talking about Charlie. He's in a pickle.
Stewie Pickles, man. So that's where it is. Stewie Pickles.
Also, there's about 4 people
Stewie,
watching.
sorry, I'm getting it wrong.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Tommy and
Tommy
Dewey?
Pickles.
Dewey?
Tommy.
No, who's the littlest one?
Tommy.
I haven't watched that show in 30 years.
There he is. That's who I was referencing.
Who's his little
Tommy
brother?
Pickles.
He's got a little brother.
He was a new addition to the cast. I don't think he was there from the...
What happened?
No, he was there from the movie. Yeah, Dill Pickles.
Dill Pickle, as in
Yeah.
a pickle, yeah.
He was in the movie.
And then Charlie's the cousin, obviously, and then Angelica. Who could forget her?
Remember she did that song?
America's Sweetheart.
One Way or Another.
One way
Yeah.
or another.
Yeah, that was her.
I'm
Original,
gonna
I
get-
think.
yeah.
Angelica Pickle.
And the movie was a banger, to be fair. Rugrats movie, underrated. I saw it about
so
10
depressed.
times.
Like,
Yeah.
super depressed dad in the Rugrats. I only really...
We had, 3 kids to deal with and a kind of low-end management job. Like, he was making ends meet. He was doing the best he could.
He did look tired, now I think about it.
All
Never
the
gone
time.
that deep in it, you know?
Well, what's
This
going
is
on
a crazy bloody round.
Yeah,
Warro.
we've got some Counter-Strike here, it seems. Warro in a 1v4, and he's already gotten one.
Don't call him Dill, because he's in a pickle.
That's better. Yeah, nice. We're iterating.
That smoke, the only saving grace here, but as soon as that's gone, MIBR should be able to lock it.
As soon as that smoke's gone, Mac, he could be able to gurk in to the kitchen.
Oh, we're back on Pickle Talk. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We know this is what you're here for. Twitch chat, loving it. This is your show, Twitch chat. ESL Pro League. Let us know what you think. I'll try and read out some of the best and most memorable quotes. I can see you're really enjoying the pickle content. So maybe we'll bring that segment back. Casters, please do your job. We are trying. We are trying our best. This is the best we can do, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's 100%.
Yeah. So we'll do what we can, but for now, it's round 9, full eco. So we'll take this one super seriously.
Sniper hosts, we apologize.
Be rush, boys, for old time's sake.
One banger. That's all you need to get out of apps, innit?
With a Glock, you do well. We'll see what they can make of it. Through the smoke they go and drop. We'll make light work of them. 4 kills found for MIBR. Tying things up there. Well, they were what, 4-0 down? They were indeed. So they've done very well to actually bring this back to a even kill pretty much. That's going to be 5-4 after the eco. And we've got a nice, reasonable buy from Monte. Not the best, but they've got enough for an AWP and 4 AKs.
I love that. You see him do the Harlem Shake and he's just danced through all those bullets as well. Gets saved by Breno from afar.
I've got a fun fact for you.
Oh, do you?
About the Harlem Shake.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that the first Harlem Shake was actually performed by Joji?
No,
was he in that video?
That's before his Joji era, he was that Filthy Frank character wearing a pink morph suit, and he did the first Harlem Shake that started the viral trend.
In that one with the skaters?
Yeah, it was like the dude with the big motorcycle helmet and everything.
Oh.
He was the guy in the pink morph suit.
There you go.
Pink guy, as it were.
Joji Pickles.
Joji Pickles. Yeah, could start referencing Rick and Morty, but to be fair,
an obvious
you
one.
have to have a very high IQ to understand Rick
Yeah,
and Morty.
you did explain it to me once, and I didn't really quite know what the show was about. It's great that you kind of...
Yeah, no, the humor is extremely subtle, Henry, and without a solid grasp of theoretical physics, most of the jokes will go over the typical.
Or quantum mechanics.
Yeah, or quantum computing.
I hate when I have to explain to people when they start making those sort of like lines and jokes about Rick and Morty, and it's just like, you do know there's a meme about people talking like you are right now. And they go, what do you mean? They go, like the idea you think you're quite sophisticated and intellectual for watching or understanding Rick and Morty, and you showed them the meme, they kind of go back to their shell, and they're just like, oh god, I am that person.
That was fucking sick, by the way. Hopefully we get a replay of
We'll
that.
get that one in the highlight package as well. Jesus Christ, we're losing our jobs today.
We, as a trio, we've done a great job so far in this tournament.
Okay.
This hasn't been our best cast.
No,
fair
I agree.
enough. That hands up.
fine.
You've called us that.
All I'm getting is that maybe there was too much serious talk going on for the first two, and all of the serious
to be fair, me and
juices
Henry,
are
we
gone.
had our like full belts and braces on for the Gob Primbo, 2 mapper, and we appreciate them, and we appreciate the intensity of this game. So we're going to go ahead and take our silly hats off.
Third map.
And now watch this quickly. Get this back. Sickest tray transfer.
Hope it's
little
not too sick, honestly, for Alex.
Yep. Bam. Bloody boom.
Don't make it to Red Up.
And then old mate runs into it.
Please don't make it to Red Up. Okay, I should be
You overplayed it, Matt. You scared me there.
Yeah.
just me
in
talking
slow
about Rick and
motion,
Morty.
the transfer looks less important.
Well, yeah, you're right. I guess that's fair.
Yeah,
That's
no,
fair.
you got it. You got it.
Yeah.
There.
That's fair.
Here it is in real time.
See? Just holds it, but the spray
Good awareness.
control
Really good
Yeah.
control.
to stop
After making the
Waro
adjustment.
making that peak happen, you know? Impressive. That's why he's here. Exit. Doing work from the middle of the pack there on land. And back to that point of throwing your opponents off with a bit of screaming, bit of noise, of course. Now, these days, Henry, you said back at LAN cafes, you could just look at each other, right? You're not allowed to look at each other at these events anymore.
But, well, in Cologne, we saw them get head-to-head, you know, with the kind of frosted glass. That was the closest we've come to that sort of environment. I think that's the sweet spot, because obviously you can't be directly opposite each other. You can see the flashes at your faces, but the frosted glass, that's what it's all about. That's
next level.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Caster, stop talk. Start the game.
yeah, stop distracting me, Mac. Let's be serious here.
Yeah.
Apologies, King.
So, Tech 9s, half buy. Scout for Waro, mid control obtained. And Sani, great series so far. Will he maintain the form though? That's the question as he peeks and jiggles for information. Drops the smoke down towards Connector. And you can see Waro's in towards the Palace position right now with that Scout. So maybe trying to inflict some damage before they commit in towards an A attack. They have just one smoke here, but basic control. And Sundai Young getting a lot of damage received here by the HE's Molotovs.
Time just ticking down. Monte holding their ground. And again, another jungle smoke coming through, unless that's top con this time. It will be. With Sunday Young to run at them with the Tech 9 through the smoke off the back of the contact from everyone else, pinching in from Pal, pinching in from A main. And they're holding passive positions. Insani, will he be able to live here? Spam comes through, and it's more than enough for Sunday Young to have that impact. Yeah. 3v4, 2v4 now, and maybe just a chance for Monte, but MIBR play their lives. No one given Demka an opportunity.
Nothing he can really do. A plant would be acceptable at this point. It's just a half buy, so there's guaranteed cash going forward at the very least, but nothing can be done in the context of this particular round, and MIBR have done it. They've tied things up after going 0-4 down. A great resurgence here from the Brazilians. Any more facts for us, Alex, just before we get into the next round?
Yeah, I've got a fact for you. This is round 12 of the third match.
Nice.
Group
See how
B.
professional he is?
That's right. Look at me doing my job. Our primary purpose here is to entertain you. Would you be watching MIBR Monte on your own in demo viewer?
That's the best way to enjoy this game. Download the demo.
Download the demo. Then you don't have any annoying people talking.
Yeah, exactly.
You can just really appreciate the Counter-Strike.
Watch the POV of your favorite professional gamer.
Yeah, for those of you on GoTV, you can check out SDY as he's in, and he's escorted out safe. Puts him in a grave. He's resided himself to play retake, just backing away to set his teammates up. He's got flashes. You expect to see that bomb plant uncontested. This is going to be a 5v4, but I'm not sure who it favors. Monte have the grounds to hold this. You've got a lot of control towards the jungle side. Smokes will start to rain in. Waro throws out one of his own design to play around, peek behind. And Breno coming in from jungle. They've got so many nades for this retake.
It's all going to come down to this jungle fight, and if Breno can make it past kRaSnaL, but he might not be the first to strike. I spoke too soon. He is. kRaSnaL takes it. Breno, in the meanwhile, knocks down Bro. But now we're down to the 3v3, and that time has ticked so damn far. Demka going to be able to stop the cross to sight, and everyone will win their fight. Monte putting a 6th on the board. That was beautiful.
Yeah, they had the man disadvantage there. A 5-on-4 retake in favor of MIBR, but brutal headshots delivered time and time again. But Demka, this time from the sandwich, taking a bite out of the MIBR defense. Great shots there with the AK-47. Then there's a flurry of frags as we do see MIBR give up the lead. A tactical timeout. The first one used by the Brazilians so far, considering they used all 4 in the first half of that first map. It's surprising they haven't dropped one yet, considering they were 0-4 down. But the double AWP setup has been deployed, boys. Safe and Brenner, you'd assume one of them in towards B, setting up that turret-style setup, and the other towards A, being a little bit more dynamic, looking for picks. But nice time to bring it out. As we said earlier, Alex, the Brazilians seem to be loving a double AWP setup in general.
No, absolutely. It seems to work well for them and their setups and approach, especially here on Mirage. And they've got the finances to facilitate. Quick looking at the scores on the doors as well. No real players being left behind, but despite the high-flying start, Bro is coming a bit cold into this map. Of course, this is the must-win map after MIBR. You can see there picking Vertigo and losing it in convincing fashion. 16-6, finding ourselves here in the third. Solid Anubis out of MIBR. We saw Insani really find his footing on that second map.
Yeah, he was great.
Let's see if he can continue to replicate. Full exec off of the rip. Here we go.
Monte were doing a lot of this on Anubis. It's not amazing effect, to be honest with you. It didn't seem to work out for them, but Mirage is a different kettle of fish. Just looking for a couple of entries, get the bomb planted, and see if your players can clutch out. It's Bro to strike first, and what a shot it is. Takes out an exit towards the shadow position. A ton of damage received, but continuing to frag. Monte completely dismantled the A defense.
Yeah, Bro's trying to stop him saving as well. Look at the fight. He's just spotted him already trying to retreat. Good for it. Nice work from
Maybe
Save.
a bit too much there, boys. Maybe way too much, almost.
They were going to save. Now they might have a look. I mean, double AWP retake. They do have kits. You're going to go fishing, aren't you? You'll put the rod in the water.
At least.
And they're here early enough this time, which is the biggest factor.
Smoke and kit on Breno.
Planet default. There's 2 players on the tees over towards a main side, which means they're going to have to swing.
Oh,
Demka.
No. Team kill.
Oh, no. It's a travesty for Breno. Oh, that's a bit of a heartbreaker for Brazil there. But the Monte fans are going to be cheering 3 in a row. Big rounds won. 7-6.
They almost gave it up, though, Mac. That round round could have been thrown away. I think that's a sigh of relief, considering it a 5 versus 3. Everyone gunning into spawn, hoping they could find the exits, and players trying to transition back. It goes back to a 3-on-3 and a real chance there. But overall, I suppose you have to say only one CT survived. So in terms of sabotaging your opponent's finances, it actually worked out pretty well for them. Round 14 up next. MIBR do save 1 gun, which was the AWP, and they will have enough to buy 4, make it 3 rifles and an MP9.
Back-to-back timeouts as well, rubbing that one in.
Yeah, I mean, I think they probably also want to play off that they didn't get a bit nervous. They're like, oh, we didn't get worried about that at all. We didn't. Wow.
I guess the coach is the same, right, boys? You almost gave that one up. Let's just reel it in, consider ourselves in these high-pressure situations when we have rounds in the bag. Let's not squander those massive advantages.
I appreciate that from Bro as well. You can see that he is very aware that he might not be having the best game, so he'll just go out first, create as much space as possible. Got that first kill, and then went all the way into CT, just drawing so much attention. Straight down the middle of sight as well, just spinning around, head on a swivel, able to see everything, and that opened up the site completely. Easiest way to take that round. A bit of action early towards A main in the next.
Yeah, I mean, over the flame, I imagine that he spotted them. There's a reason they dismounted. Just over the top of those flames. Waro, 2K! Good for it into Insani. Kept level by Exit. Now out of the Palace, Demka activates. He's hunting. He's coming for you, Exit. Next victim, Demka. Good movement, but not the result he was hoping for. Exit holds on to the A site. Drop trying to support him. Trajectory betrays him as SDY comes out of the con. Awkward for Exit. So awkward for Exit. Can't even finish the reload as it's only Breno. And he's had the life of a B player. The amount of times we've been watching Breno just come rotating with his knife out into a lost round, it's not been fun.
Saving an SMG now as well. He's got the incendiary and the flash and armor obviously as well, so it's still worth the save. You'll have pretty much nothing going forward. In terms of loss bonus, getting $2,400 into the final round of the half. Monte have confirmed the half victory of 8 and looking likely for 9.
Yeah,
See, Waro
nearly ran in, didn't
he? I think he saw him, but was unscoped, decided, hey, I'm low, don't want to give the AWP to him for free, flash himself out of there, respect, he's only saving an MP9.
Yeah, and the bomb. You know, that could have been actually transpired into something quite awkward. So let's have a look. Eyes peeled. Eyes peeled, eyes peeled, eyes peeled. Yeah. Cool. Thank you, guys.
What? Oh, that was the timing.
Great shot, wasn't it, onto Insani as well. Got the ball rolling.
Well, that one, that's always the hardest to hit because the guy in A main has the shadow advantage. Yeah. Obviously, left eye, right eye peak still coming through, but if you see that shadow coming around the corner, you have so much confidence.
100%.
Do you call the cops?
Oh, I thought that was a sound effect on the map or something.
Twitch
I wasn't really sure what was going on there.
Because we were off task for so long.
These guys are pickling too close to the pickle.
Come on, guys. That's not cool. Don't swat us. Not life.
Absolutely not.
I'm sure it's just a test alarm, a test drive from the police.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
I'm sure it's all absolutely fine. But
final round.
Final round, and bear in mind they saved just an MP9, and that was needed because it's not getting much better at the top end. We have a single M4 for Mass as scouts, and the secondary MP9 for drop here. So Waro, about to say it's about to get a freebie, but anything but. That's a lovely opening frag. They won't be able to recover that AWP, but still, they've got the man advantage here, and they're being very active on the map as well, forcing the issue here. 2 players making it happen towards the Palace, and it's going to be kRaSnaL to defend.
Beautiful shots, and it gets better. They're rewarded for that Palace aggression as kRaSnaL down 2 to the good. MIBR recovering and digging themselves out of the pit of despair they found themselves in round 15. Look at this. Bomb is at spawn. You've got an AWP. You're a dead man, SDY, as this will be a 1-round game to close unless Demka and Bro somehow, from being in B apps, get back to T-spawn, pick up the bomb, and get past the 3-man hold of T-spawn. This is going to be a very unique round.
They snag that timing. They've got a flash to put them off the line and the smoke to go deep across that bomb as well. But with the minute on the clock, you're looking at the util from MIBR at the moment. Power of position, playing that high-low setup. Breno, the only one exposed, and you can see that Monte are aware.
I've never seen this before.
I told you, Counter-Strike is unique every time.
I've never seen this before in 10 years of commentary. They were battling for the bomb, and T-spawn with 3 smokes down as we get the 4th. And maybe the final frag is up next because Demka has nothing to do here, surely.
30. MIBR deciding to go against the grain. Give that bomb up. and just play the numbers game instead. But
Well,
Demka is not even after the bomb. He's after the round. He's looking for kills here.
He's on some stats, I think, towards the end. He can't plant the bomb. He can't win it. So just looking for a couple of kills. GG. That's going to be half. It will be 8-7.
It certainly will.
There's nothing. Just firing off your gun. Hope for the best.
I mean, that's just funny, isn't it? It's so peculiar, the way that goes down. Nice aggression from MIBR, and they couldn't be more rewarded for it. Starts with a safe scout, ends with a lost bomb at spawn. 1 round in it, 3rd map, crunch time as one of these teams is getting sent to the last chance.
You say you're looking, keep looking for it, but you can't find it. Can't find another one to get around with. You try and try, but never find someone who's fine. Keep looking for it, but you can't find it. Can't find another one to get around with. You try and try, but never find another me.
One final half of Counter-Strike and to find out and determine who will remain in this mid-bracket. MIBR 7, Monte 8. My name's Machine. I'm joined by Henry G and Mac Mate.
That's Henry Pickle to you, my friend.
Henry P.
Rebranding Henry P.
It's not bad.
Or Penry G, perhaps.
That's not bad either.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a ring to it, hasn't it? We'll have to use that.
Yeah. I mean, is it just because of your love for stationery?
I'd rebranded Geordie P, but people would start calling me Geordie Porty again.
Yeah.
I've done that since primary school, so.
We've had
Too many
enough of that.
memories.
Oh, mate, Bad memories, bad memories.
All right, let's get into the pistol here. As Alex said, the last half of the third map here, one of these teams has to go down to the lower, and it's safe. It's fighting to avoid that prospect. He takes down Demka, one of the key players of the Monte unit, and it's down to Bro here. The step up, become Big Bro. Ooh. But he'll be dropped as well. The P250 doing some serious work out there.
Big investment. They got 3 of them as well. You can see Exis just brought light util to drop 1 across. Drop, of course, well, in the name, he's dropped 2 across to the boys. And it's looking pretty damn good right now until the USPs fire right back. And, of course, those ones are free, but they still tap heads like nothing else. Oh, safe. He's gone.
Get the bomb down.
Exit, at least get this in the bag for the next round. But let's see if he can do it in the 1v3.
If you get the P250, he might be onto something. Top end right now, a couple of kills traded out. That would be good to get the extra $600, but we'll see what he can make of it. 3 players to find an absolutely impossible scenario. There's the first. He did pretty well with the bomb plant and another frag there. He's going to have extra cash going forward, and so will his teammates as well. You get an extra $800 per player by virtue of the bomb. So there's enough for khalil's armor and maybe some basic utility as well, because he got a couple of kills at the end there.
Great shooting from kRaSnaL. Both of those shots were real nice.
Bear in mind, that was a 5-on-3 advantage over MIBR. Like, the fact that that's their prize, their outcome, it's pretty disappointing in that respect. They're not even going for a traditional force buy. So dropping an AK-47, sacrifices around for someone will be our armor. That's going to be Exit. So 2 rifles, AK for Breno. We'll have to go above and beyond now to save the day.
What did Gob call this? An international buy?
Yeah, exactly. That's what he called it.
Thank you very much. The phases, the G2s of the world.
Yeah, I've never heard that either. It's a good way of describing it.
Big nade damage there as well. You could see that Demka was thinking about spraying all the way through that smoke, but on the short side of A main, if you're up against that wall and there is many MIBR members behind that smoke shooting back at you, then you're probably going to end up worse off. So great respect shown by Demka there. Happy just to play the close range. Wait for someone to poke their nose way too far, have too much of a sniff, and get the foul smell of the MP9.
Breno going in nice and paced with the flashbangs. Catches Demka doing the flashbang dance. Demka appropriately gets nothing.
Space created.
They're all behind this. They're all behind the smoke, and just like that, it's collapsing in front of them. They got so much room. Still, those shots are being hit. It's a 2-on-2 that could boil down to the 1-on-1. Breno with a transfer attempt. It's up for debate. 1 bullet will do it for either of them. No HE, just the flash and the spray. Breno ignites for MIBR. The second round converted, and their pistol, their fumble, that 3v5, it does not haunt them.
If anything, that's a better outcome, because now Monte don't have the buffer of the $1,900 bonus that Bob was describing in the previous map. Now you're down to the bottom of the barrel, $1,400. You have to force buy, and this is where the war of attrition really begins here. It's still a difficult round to knock down, because you're going against Deagle, armor, scouts, etc. But still, what an amazing performance from Breno there. He was given the AK-47. Like we said, it's a little unorthodox than what we're used to seeing. You normally see khalil's across the board, maybe a MAC-10 or 2, but dropping that AK-47, bring a lot of firepower to the battlefield. He delivers with 4 frags, taking his total up to 16, and it's a tactical timeout for MIBR. I would say just to cool him down a bit, let him catch his breath, let the adrenaline subdue.
Did we cover in MIBR's first game why we're saying Breno as well, and how we got the clarification on how to say his name?
I don't think we've clarified it on air, but they'll have seen it from the start of the show if they watched the lobby.
But we're talking about BRN
But yes.
BRN. Yeah,
but
that's the official.
I can't remember how he
the Brazilians would say it like Behene.
Yes.
Something like just like short one, Behene. But for us, it makes it a lot easier to call him Breno. And actually, Breno is a name he's okay with.
And it's his first name as well. So like he knows what you're talking about. Like,
we all on the same page.
Everyone can be okay with that. There's no way I'm going with BRN or Renazan on any broadcast.
No, not going to be an easy one. That has a nice little angle for you. Watching the pixels.
I was only bringing that up because without the clarification, I would be saying Brenzen. If I just looked at it, that's what I'm saying.
For real.
I think we made the decision like 2 pro leagues ago. We decided that's it. It's Breno. We asked him. He said he was fine with it. We moved on.
Beautiful.
So after listening to Harry and Hugo try and say bear, and that for like a whole map, I was like, yeah, that's cool, man. That can be you. That's your thing.
Behene.
Beheading.
So, Monte, though, with this force buy, doing a pretty decent job. On the front foot towards B apartments, have found the first kill. There's going to be drop removed from the proceedings here. Time is of the essence. Less than a minute. They go for the connector. If Demka can find anything, this could be a very promising round, but they break through the connector in emphatic style, and that should be all she wrote for a number 18 because it's the Mac 10 and a 5-7, and the latter only has 13 HP. But maybe Warrow can cause a dent here, but that would be about it. There's no way they'll be winning this round, unfortunately.
MIBR getting real loud over there. Over on the right side of the stage, and Warrow able to find one. Great spacing from Insani, able to swing off the contact, and no one walking into the trap of Sumdai Young in CT on that short side just yet. But will someone? That's the question. He shouldn't survive to the bomb unless he gets going real quick. Looks like he will have that space to survive as well. As he inches towards CT, does he find it? Will he live here? 13 points of health, triple plant. He does. 12 points of damage.
Calculated.
The more you know. The more you know.
Calculated.
That is good info for a game that's not going to exist soon, but still good to know.
Yeah, and the bomb radius has been changed on CS2 all over the shop, right?
Yeah. Get to start learning all over again.
Yeah. Which, you know, it's two parts, exciting and also terrifying. There's so much learning to be done for...
And everyone's learning while we're commentating. That's the thing, everyone's grinding.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Everyone's grinding away.
Yeah, that's the funnest part of a game, when it comes out and I get to nerd out and try to find things early, figure out how it all works.
I'm just out there updating my BIOS, flashing my hard drives. Like I did some surgery last night, so I didn't even get to play. I was just kind of fine-tuning, trying to make it feel as strong and crisp as possible. I mean, in every last frame, I was overclocking as well.
Dude, Launders did the most hyperbole tweet I think I've ever seen, where he said his settings now made it feel one-to-one as crispy as CSGO.
That's the reason I did it. I saw that tweet, he baited me in, and it took my whole evening to sort that out. It's resizable bar. Don't even really know what it means, but I gave it a go. I did all the things, and I almost broke my computer, but I got it done. Doesn't feel any different. I even went through all the other Reddits. I made sure I was making sure I was forced on for CS2, and it feels my game feels great. The thing is, I can't tell you a tangible difference. It just feels good. It maybe feels better than before. But FPS felt a bit lower.
The only one I want to change is the full screen optimizations. I remember sometimes if that switches the wrong way on CSGO, you'd get a little bit of hinging, a little bit of stutter every now and then. And I felt a little bit of that with CS2, so maybe that's what I can get my mitts on. Yeah,
I didn't have any sort of stutters. It did feel very crispy. So I wouldn't recommend getting into that sort of world. Let Valve fix that. Don't start playing with your BIOS. If you see that Reddit post, just a PSA. Don't mess around with that. One false move, you can kind of corrupt your whole PC.
But what I can recommend is NVIDIA Control Panel, CS2.exe, having low latency mode on Ultra. That's not gonna break your computer. You can have it on.
I don't think I've done that,
Ultra.
so I can give that a go.
Yeah, low latency mode on Ultra, and what else? Another one that everyone's been doing. Disable full screen optimizations, like you said, Mac. That's a good one. You just do that on the EXE as well.
Have we experimented with on a hard drive or on an SSD if that changes anything other than the load-in time?
I'm rocking an NVMe PCI SSD right now.
Flash man.
Yeah, I couldn't have timed it better. I got a PC upgrade just as CS2 went open. Nasty one for kRaSnaL on the nose, as we do get 10 on MIBR's side first. So after that fumble in the pistol, it's been all going smoothly for MIBR. 3 on the trot.
Double digits. And bear in mind, they had, pistol deficit, I think, across all maps so far. They've had to recover huge holes they've created for themselves, like 0-4 on this map especially, now taking the lead. So it's been an uphill battle.
Shout out to Jarko in chat. I did mean hitching, brother. I'm sorry I said hinging. It's the same. It's just hanging a fucking door.
Hitching.
Hinge.
Hanging. Hinging.
Hinge.
Hitch. Hinge.
Well, here we go.
Did I not say?
Scrappy gun round here for Monte, I'm afraid.
Second guessing myself.
There's a fuse kit. M4s across the board, but not much else. Drop positioning himself towards the B apartments here, but the bomb is elsewhere. That's in towards the palace. So this could be a bit of a ruse. We can see if there's going to be a little fake in towards the B bomb site. Maybe courtesy of Exit's utility here. So showing some presence here. Smoking off towards shore. Molotov at the van. But Insani's helping himself to the A bomb side. It's a contact play, and Demka, he spots them.
Yeah, he's going to throw out the smoke now, but already their action has taken space. Places need to be forced. It's SDY that does go up over the stairs to find Insani. You've still got time here.
Yeah.
You've got ground, but that smoke, it better be used. That's dropped by Demka. Breno's going to be trying to punch in the code. He's been forced off the bomb by the wall. Bangs into Bro through the smoke. Just like that, this is falling apart for MIBR. Drop was supposed to be the late arrival. Now he has to do it all. No fun here. No fun whatsoever. Nice clean shot onto Bro. Oh. Exit. Doing it. Exit. Hits another. Now they can plant. You can't disrupt it. Oh, unless Drop looks away. Looks away from the angle. The power position still hits the headshot. And they're not in any hurry now. Demka left alone in a 1v2, but with 5 HP, he should be a dead man. No reason to rush it. Demka takes him off the bomb. 10 seconds and he gets away. Come on now. Come on now, Demka. You can't win this one. It should be impossible, improbable, but the 5 HP clutch from Demka. He didn't have enough bullets.
He gave it all up at the end. He plays it to perfection until the final encounter there. Down to a couple of shots after one of the most impressive wallbangs we've seen all tournament long. Denied the plant. 10 seconds left. Repositioned well and couldn't seal the deal. That is gut-wrenching for Monte. Good lord, Demka. He doesn't get much closer than that. Drop can't believe it. How do they win that round?
My
The
God.
definition of an emotional roller coaster. It went one way, the other way, and then back the other. Oh, MIBR. Is that going to be enough to get him across the line? The emotional damage that has just done to Monte.
I mean, for fair MIBR, they just, I mean, they avoided certain tilt. That was at what, 2v5? 5? That's a better start. And it's a quick one here. Half investment, just Eagles and Kev.
Keeping it together. Bro chimes in with the only kill of the round. But that's going to be 12 now for MIBR. Monte, how's the financials? Looking good to buy up into round 22 and try to hit back at what could have been.
What could have been a magnificent moment, Mac. One we would look back on fondly over the years.
I scream like a child.
Yeah. But for now, it's one we have to forget.
Well, yeah, as far as impossible clutches go, like
It was so good. At least, like, it's
the
still
first wall bang, yeah.
still loved every moment of it. Like, don't get me wrong.
And,
that
even,
was one of
and the whole
most
sequence to
moments.
get us there was MIBR playing a crazy 2v5. I mean, man, what a round. More of those to come, let's hope, as we're into our 22nd. Everyone's got their guns back out, and we are, once again, into the nitty-gritty. This is our third map, business end of it.
The drama, I'm invested. Re-smoke towards the bottom of Con. And Monte aren't looking to test the mid pressure from MIBR, but MIBR are certainly making themselves known here. Safe. Clearing out Con with that top Con smoke. And Sumdai Young on the correct line. Going to be dropping the smoke to survive. And the molly ain't deep enough to dislodge him from this position, but the second one certainly will be.
Yeah, but 2 mollies in towards the B player. That's going to get you feeling a little bit hot and bothered on the B side.
45 seconds, boys. Trying to recover the deficit. Oh, short control. Looks likely to be a B finish here, but they need a pick first. They're trying to find it. Could it be towards window? Apparently not. Rumbled here, and Sumdai Young's got a hell of a position to fend off this B play, and he just takes it. Gobbles up the flash, doesn't pull the trigger, sorry, and it will be access granted towards MIBR now. Back to a 3-on-3. How has this happened?
They're recovering. They will get exit across. He has that bomb. Wallbang's not going to do the job. Molly might. Still burning. Exit gets it down. Lays his life on the line. He's tried as hard as he could, but it's a Monte round. All 3 of them strike in unison to claw themselves a 10th. And that's just their second CT round. The first was the pistol. Monte out of the starting blocks now.
It's been a rough old game, or at least a rough old second half. 5 in a row after winning that pistol, and it will be quite a scrappy finish. There's every chance that could have fallen apart, but you're right, the incendiary was a difference maker there. So uncomfortable, stifling flames on the bomb site as we get to round number 23. Nice full buy on either side here. Monte recovering AK-47 for Demka. He's had a quieter performance by his numbers, right? He's 12 and 15, right? He's still got plenty of time to really show us what he's made of. Maybe he can convert some of those clutch opportunities, because right now they definitely need him. And for now, though, we've got Warrow towards middle. Molotov's smokes being deployed. And in terms of control, it might be the B set piece. We've got 3 players towards the palace, B apartments, I should say, and we've got Insani alone in towards the palace itself.
Pressure on the extremities, looking to punish any mid pressure from Monte, but they haven't been going too aggressive down the guts. 3-2 split, transitioning into that after MIBR don't take mid in the early round, and they've still got plenty of util to play with as well. Shifting towards that minute mark, and safe. What do we got here? A little pop flash to get him on the line into apps.
Or knock the CT off the line, I suppose. If the orb's there, knock him off, get him on the van, take his line of vision away, and I hope that's enough to set themselves up here. Minutes remaining, bomb back towards top of middle.
B-split util.
They've got 1 smoke remaining though, so they have to kind of commit off this one. Drop with decent positional control. Insani trying to show a bit of presence here. And off we go.
Where are they going?
It's
Trying to feign that B split, but no one flashing towards short. B defenders unfazed, and a flash towards the top of Kong. Sundai Young going to be able to slide one through that fading smoke. At connector, Demka going to not be able to survive this time. Big swing from Insani, locks it down, bomb on the ground, and things get a little bit awkward. MIBR able to answer for another, but Bro knocks back. We're down to the 3v2, 2v2. And that time, it is ticking down. He's got to go through the molly of his teammate to pick up the bomb, but there's going to be space, there's going to be time. Oh, and they plant safe from it.
They've actually got the bomb down here.
I can't believe they're pulling it off. This is late round Counter-Strike.
Yeah, there's been a lot of these rounds in this series. I don't think Warrow can justify doing much with this because the money's broken. He has no idea what the last 2 players are. He's got the AWP. Might as well hold on to it. They don't need to win this round, I suppose. It's getting to the danger zone now, but he's better off saving the weapon and giving it another go going forward. But 13 on the board for MIBR. Great teamwork, and Gob said that they're very good at kind of piecing together the puzzle, right? That's how he phrased it, like problem solving and making sure they can actually get the most out of those really intense situations. And did they ever? Planting with 4 seconds remaining, avoiding the AWP, and winning the round after losing the first couple of picks once again. So great round from the Brazilians here. Yeah. We'll see if it's enough to close out the game, because you might want to call a timeout here if you're LMBT, because this is a very important one. You've saved an AWP, money's in a compromised position, and just a couple of rounds here from the lower bracket, the last chance, and they've gone for the full investment. So it's actually much stronger than I assumed. With the saved AWP, they managed to get 2 of those out. They've sacrificed the helmets, the utility on a couple of players, but focusing on the firepower, and we'll see if that works out for them. Need to go for these opening picks.
This is a pace change from one to the other. Extreme. Already fighting. Warrow's already been hit with a heavy blow, and just like that, down goes Bro. Save the one that found him.
Double AWPs.
Heavy communication. Double AWPs already. Feeling worse for wear here, Henry.
Very fast pace, as you said. They just changed things up. Just as Monte made the adjustment to a double AWP setup as well, you go full send down middle, up towards that connector, win your duels, job done. And like we said, you can't do anything with this. A double AWP setup. After losing the first couple of kills when the bomb's planted, there's nothing you can do but save. And you might be tempted to go for a bit of a hunt here. This would be an absolute death sentence. If you can even remove one of these snipers, it would put them in a extremely compromised position going forward here. So now just confirming the round is theirs, but I would say they're going to explore their options here towards the B side of the map and see if they can dent the economy further. Drop Insani, setting themselves up. These are crucial kills now. If they can get just one of these AWPs out of their grasp, they've actually got themselves an opportunity to close this one out in regulation.
Ash is really screwed up kRaSnaL's options there. And down goes the AWP, Henry. This is really uncomfortable. Warrow just trying to hold on to one. He's thrown out the smoke. He should be safe if they don't spam. They might, and he gets away. But 14 is in the bag here. MIBR lovely diversity of their T side. We're seeing super late, we're seeing super early. Bit of a Goldilocks situation, looking for that middle ground perhaps in the next. Oof. What have you got for us then? It's 2, maybe get 3 belts full of util for Monte to try and defend their honor and avoid the potential 15, the condemnation of 15.
Yeah, that util is thin as all hell. But what can they do with what they have? You can hear some frantic comms coming from the MIBR camp right now. So just deciding what they want to do. You can see that saffee is just posted on that deep line towards the balcony. And he's doing a lot of the talking. Mid-round, reposition. Back towards a main window smoke coming through to maybe set up this A split. But Monte playing double close towards a main could put a nail in the side of this one real quick.
Doubled up on Ram's side. A single flash could destabilize, but Demka's playing anti. Bro playing the smoke. Shadow advantage to get that smoke out. Surely he gets a deep one down. If Flasher was same, but don't commit. Demka doesn't reveal his close position either. This is a good counter from Monte.
Yeah.
The mind games here are impressive. Both sides holding their nerve, maintaining their discipline. And as MIBR is peeling off, feeling like that smoke is too much to handle. They've got 30 seconds there. They are the masters of the clock, as it will be Breno to rip the head off Demka. And maybe that's the commitment they were looking for here from the sandwich. Bro fighting back. Warrow's here as well, but they are dropping like flies. The AWP has to deliver.
16 seconds to get this one planted. Warrow misses and Young hits the ground. kRaSnaL too far away to stop the bomb from getting planted. And just like that, all has been said and done in the round. MIBR will be locking in a 15th in the final seconds again. They've been keeping it so late on the T side this half.
But it's
been
composed.
working.
Like the first half was a lot more chaotic, a lot more scrappy. Like when MIBR, like that's a calculated decision they've made there. They've been smoked off and you can say, right, instead of just committing to the strategy or call we made, let's just change things up. Let's reset the round, go back to the A split instead of a 5-man commitment on this side, and we'll kind of suggest we're continuing with our push here. And it works out tremendously well there. Monte once again just saving an MP9. Might be able to upgrade it, I suppose, as he's at the mouth of the bomb side. His AKs are plenty, and looks like he'll be fine in that respect. Can he find a rifle? He absolutely can. It's a small victory in the grand scheme of things. They're now down 15-10, 5 match points here for the Brazilian side.
Yeah, bit hyping the boys up. But it all boils down to this moment, right? Not that first one. That was the first cookie. I guess crumb of the cookie that was crumbling.
Crumb of the cookie that was crumbling.
As soon as that man died, as soon as Warrow missed that shot from CT, then the CT defense just had no shot. Young got caught on that ticket side, had to cross to safety. I think a molly was thrown his way, and everything just started going wrong.
If you are just joining us, wondering what the hell is going on right now, this is the Group B lower bracket semi-final. So that means the losing team will go down to our last chance qualifier, or bracket I should say. First map was Vertigo. That was picked by MIBR. They actually lost that in a convincing manner, 16-6. Monte blew them out of the water. They looked unstoppable at that stage. We thought it'd be a quick 2-0. Moving on to Anubis though, the Brazilians woke up. They showed us they do have star potential, and Sani looked so impressive on Anubis. Got them over the mark, 16-12, leading us to the great decider here, Mirage. And it was neck and neck for the longest of time in that first half. Another great start for Monte, but it's slipping away now as MIBR just need one more round to eliminate Monte from the mid bracket. So what have they got? 4 M4s, an MP9, and now no Demka. The star player is dropped once again.
That's a huge amount of info. You just saw 2 pushing Palace aggressively. Surely that means that there's going to be massive voids and gaps elsewhere.
I think they thought about that though, sending 2 towards A main as well, expecting maybe a bit of a re-aggression, maybe a speed up through the other extremity of the A side, but kRaSnaL able to fight on forward. Insani going down makes things that much more difficult because now they've got no information towards that A side. But MIBR could be walking into the trap.
Yeah, kRaSnaL just got that info. It's a 4 versus 2. Oh, look at this. Double molly. Smoke is great. Allows him to stick around on this default box. Smoked off for now. Oh, lands a dink. That'll be audible. Oh, and finished off. kRaSnaL's having impact. this long road back into this game. And this will be the first step in that direction, unless we see more of this MIBR magic. Look at the angle from Warrow. They've passed it. Spotted out now by SDY. Does go down to kRaSnaL in the end. Looks good for the conversion. Only safe. He's hitting shots. That one wasn't too far off. Whistles past the ear of Bro as they make the 11th a reality.
Certainly do. 4 more to go. A good start here. The first foot on their campaign towards overtime, but there's still plenty of resources for the Brazilians going forward here. They've got a nice full buy, a couple of rounds to play with. They can change the pacing and surprise them with a set piece potentially. It's going to be safe with the AWP. Same story for Warrow, and sending the majority of their players towards top and middle, potentially to B apartments. And indeed, so this could be the change we're looking for. 3 players on this side of the map, make it 4. Vector and the bomb. Are they just going for a contact play towards the B bomb side with Insani showing presence towards the A ramp?
Certainly looks to be the play. Smoked it off, flash him out. kRaSnaL's here though, and loses his head at the hands of Breno. MIBR looking to condemn the Monte boys. SDY trying to hold on, but he's lost it as well, and only Demka. It's gotta be certain now. MIBR with 4 alive. And Demka with an impossible task ahead of him. He nearly had 1 earlier. This asking too much of him. MIBR keep their head above water. An important event for them here. Season 18 of Pro League. They want to make a mark. You've made a roster change. A lot of people saying it may have slipped under the radar. Safe and drop. Sure. Chewed up, spat out of Furious mouth and landing on their feet in MIBR.
You have to consider, so far in the